So now that Omarosa is out of the White House, she's been out of the White House for a while, she has been spilling the beans on what's going on in the White House. Earlier, of course, she went from reality show president back to reality show. So she started with The Apprentice, right? That's how we got to know who Omarosa is, to all of our detriment. Then she went to the Celebrity White House, and now she's back on Celebrity Big Brother. So there we go. She's hopping from place to place, reality show to reality show, and it's absolutely insane. Now, since she was on the reality show, she's been dishing to the people that she's on the show with about her time in the administration, and it's been hilarious. So first she's talking about, how terrible it is inside of the Trump White House. Like, oh my God, I didn't think it was going to be this bad, but it's bad. It's so bad. Okay. Hey, look, I get that. I believe that. Now there's some other stuff, of course, that she said famously about Mike Pence, which is awesome. She claimed that Vice President Mike Pence believed that Jesus personally talks to him and gives him orders about what to say. That is awesome. So that's super funny. Also believable, because it's one of those things where it's like, you could be so much of a fundamentalist that you believe Jesus talks to you. Dude, that's crazy pants. You can be a Christian and not believe that God and Jesus talks to you, right? When you're actually hearing voices and it's from Jesus, you might have a mental problem, right? You might be mental. I'm just saying, I know I don't want to make fun of religious people, but I do like to make fun of crazy people. And so Vice President Mike Pence being crazy like that, yeah, wouldn't surprise me at all. That's like saying Michelle Bachmann isn't crazy. No, she's crazy. Yeah, of course she's crazy. So we understand that. She's one of those same people, like, I was waiting for God to talk to me and tell me whether or not to run for president. You're going to be waiting a while. And actually, she's like, God didn't actually say anything to me. He didn't tell me to run. So that's why I'm not running. Yeah, okay, dude. Again, y'alls are crazy. But, so that's what she said about Mike Pence. Now, the White House wasn't exactly thrilled about Omarosa dishing on what's going on. So, like, in a statement, they said, hey, man, look, you were fired from The Apprentice twice. This makes the third time that you were fired. Fair enough. That's pretty devastating. A little bit of a burn. But we never really knew the reason why she was fired. Well, now we apparently know. This is according to a Raw Story reporting on Politico. So Politico actually did this story originally. And it was actually buried within a story about the troubles undergoing John Kelly. So John Kelly's got a tough job. I don't like John Kelly. I don't agree with anything John Kelly actually stands for. He's super hard right on immigration. But he has been the adult in the room, to be fair enough. So he was one of the reasons that Omarosa was kicked out of the White House. So, and again, now we know why. Apparently, Kelly had fired Omarosa because she had been using the White House car service as an office pickup and drop-off service. So, oh no, that's my personal car service. No, it's not supposed to be your personal car service. That is not, this is taxpayer funded, right? This is not your personal taxi service. What are you doing? In fact, the report says that the White House Transportation Authority is tasked with driving security and maintaining the presidential motorcade for the president and his family. The agency is staffed exclusively by Army NCOs and provides 24-hour transportation and cargo support services to the chief executive. Staffers on the agency have duties that typically involve driving in presidential motorcades, providing support services for Air Force One flights, and assisting in other travel-related activities in the United States and overseas. Now, that's what they're supposed to do. But what do they really do? Well, when it came to Omarosa, she's like, I'm going to use that as my taxi service. Pick up and drive me somewhere. Well, that's not their job. Again, these are people that are using the government and government services funded by us as their own personal piggy bank. Is that any surprise when it comes to the Trump administration? Because they're all using that. Now, you had Tom Wheeler, for example, using taxpayer money for personal flights. He's out of there. He's gone. He's fired. Ryan Zinke is getting accused of doing the same thing. Of now taking flights, personal flights, that are not in coach, that are charter flights, that he's not supposed to. This is the corruption inside of the Trump White House. This is the corruption that we warned you about, that we told you was coming. But no. Trump hires the best people, surrounds himself with the best people. No, he does not. He certainly does not surround himself with the best people. He surrounds himself with the worst people. And yet none could be as worse as him. And so it is funny to see Omarosa now speaking out against the White House that she was a part of. And the only reason, and you guys know this, the only reason that she's speaking out about this is because she got fired. She didn't have a problem with it when she was in the White House. No. It was only a problem. It was only enough to speak out about when she gets kicked out of the club. So it kind of shows you Omarosa's motivations for her sudden change of heart. But again, that's who she is. She stirs up drama. She stirs up trouble everywhere she goes. That's her brand, and she will continue to exploit that brand for her own gain. Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see more like this, please hit the subscribe button below. And if you want to support truly independent progressive media, please consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/TYTNation.